What's up, YouTube? Scott Litt here, owner of Pro Exterior Cleaning. Just out here crushing it. Just going revisiting some apartments that I put bids in for, just to show my face, let them know I'm serious about becoming a vendor for them, and hopefully solidifying some bids for the new year. I should be hearing back probably first of the year, according to most of them. The ones I'm really going for are a part of Case and Associates, so I guess they select their bids around the same time. So I'm pretty anxious and curious to see how many of the bids that I land. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. But anyways, the purpose of this video is I've had a few guys reach out to me and want to learn more about my machines. So I've given you guys a very, a little snippet of my machines and my setup, but I think from what I've gathered is people want to know what machines do I use for certain jobs, different scenarios, and I just want to dive deeper into that. I know pricing has been one of the main things. So I'll just go through my setup and just share with you guys the machines I have, when I use them, and give you some prices and just tell you a little bit about my machines, and hopefully it helps you guys get in the right direction of the setup you're gonna have, or maybe a goal as far as your setup is one day. So let's start with my most favorite machine of all. That is my 8 gallon per minute machine. It is belt driven, so you have a belt driven machine that it has the ability to pull water from a tank, and then you have your direct drive machines that you need a direct water source. So anything that is larger than 4 gallons per minute, you are going to have a tank to pull water from, because 4 gallon per minute machines are smaller. You can hook up to a water source at a house or a business, and it's going to push out enough water that is sufficient for your pump. So anything bigger than 4 gallons per minute, a water source at a house or a business, but when it's only pushing out 4 gallons per minute, your pump is calling for 5 or more, it's going to ruin your pump. So you have to have a tank to pull from. So that's how belt-driven pumps work. So my 8 gallon per minute machine is a belt-driven 8 gallon per minute, has a general pump, Honda engine, GX 690. And I use that machine for commercial jobs. If I'm cleaning a lot of surface area, if I'm surface cleaning, I'll use that machine. I use it heavily to rinse when I do a soft wash, because it pushes out a lot of water, and it helps rinse a lot faster. So and it's just my most used machine, because I do a lot of flat work. Let's go to my hot water machine. My hot water machine is a North Star 4 gallon per minute cat pump, and it has the ability to push out hot water. It has a burner on it, and it's fed by diesel. And I use that machine for more specialized cleaning. If I'm going to clean graffiti with elephant snot as the chemical, if I'm going to remove rust using F9 bark, if I'm going to get up oil and grease stains off a driveway after I put my degreaser, I use hot water after applying the chemicals, and it does a good job. So before, I used to pre and post treat, I used to clean everything with hot water, and diesel can be pretty pricey. But now that I do pre and post treatments of SH, I use my 8 gallon per minute machine, and that's kind of how I do surface cleaning now, flat work. So I use the hot water pressure washer for my more specialized cleaning. I love cleaning wood with hot water. It just seems to really, after I do my pre-treatment, it really helps clean that wood a lot faster, in my opinion. And then I have a 4 gallon per minute water cannon. It is belt driven, and I have the option of connecting to a house if I want to, or I can feed from a tank because it's belt driven. So it's got a cat pump, Honda engine, and that used to be my most used machine, but now since I have the 8 gallon per minute, this machine serves as a backup. And I have 3 machines because of the purpose of I've grown. There's been more demand for commercial work, bigger jobs, so I've upgraded my equipment. That way I can finish jobs a lot faster. For instance, this past summer, I cleaned a high school football stadium with 2 4-gallon per minute machines. It took me a month. If I were to do that same job again, go clean the same high school stadium again, I could probably do it in 2 weeks with my 8-gallon per minute machine. Not even kidding. So yeah, that's just an example of the reason I have an 8-gallon per minute machine. As your demand grows, as the bigger jobs come in, I would really challenge you guys to go get an 8-gallon per minute machine. Mine's cold water. Some guys have the 8-gallon per minute hot water machines. Those are around 10 grand though. So for pricing, my 8-gallon per minute machine is around 4 grand. My hot water 4-gallon per minute machine is around 4 grand. My 4-gallon per minute water cannon was around 1,700. And then I have my 4th machine, which is another backup. It sits in my garage. It was my first machine ever. It's a Simpson 3.3 gallon per minute. It's a AAA pump, which is trash. Didn't know anything about pressure washers when I bought it. It's got a Honda engine, which cranks up just fine. And that's how I started, so it's just a backup now. On my trailer, I have a hose reel with 200 feet of high pressure hose. They're made for hot water, and I have another 100 feet of backup hose if a hose were to bust on me on a job. I have 150 feet of 1/2 inch soft wash hose that goes with my 12-volt system. I have a 7-gallon per minute Everflow pump, and that I do, pre-treating for fences when I need a 3 or 4% mix. Obviously, I clean roofs with that. I do use it a good bit. I didn't think I was going to use that system a whole lot, but I have been getting a good bit of roof washes and fence cleaning, deck cleaning, and I like to throw about a 3 or 4% mix on the wood and then follow it with oxalic acid just to neutralize that wood so it doesn't continue to turn white over time. So have those 2 hose reels. I have a 125-gallon tank that feeds my 8-gallon per minute machine, as well as my 4-gallon per minute water cannon if I ever wanted to pull water from it. And the reason being for my 4-gallon per minute, because I may get to a commercial job that's smaller and I want to use my 4-gallon per minute machine, give my 8-gallon per minute machine a rest. And if there's not a direct water source to hook up to my machine, I can just feed water into my tank. So it's just a good option to have. So I have a 125-gallon tank that cost me about $150. And then for my larger commercial jobs, I have another tank that's a 275-gallon tank that's in my garage for larger jobs. I don't keep it on my truck because it takes up a lot of room, but if I do get a larger job, I will swap the 125 and put the 275 on there. That way when I'm cleaning, I'm not having to refill and all that kind of stuff. So 2 different size tanks there. I have a 13-gallon tank that I fill straight with 12.5 SH that I downstream from that tank when I'm doing soft washes or house washes. And then I have a 25-gallon tank that is my batch tank for roof washes. If I need to throw a 3 or 4% mix out there, I'll make my batch. I don't have the fancy proportioners or the fancy soft wash systems because I'm not doing a whole lot of roofs. I'm doing a little bit more than I thought I would, but I'm not too high enough demand to go spend a whole lot of money on a system like that. In the commercial world, you're doing mostly flat work, and I have the perfect setup for that. I do clean some stucco and some EIFS, but the setup I have now is perfect for that. 25 gallons it'll last you a while. So if you know how to apply your chemicals the right way. So I did the pricing: $4,000 for the 8-gallon, $4,000 for the hot water, 4-gallon per minute, $1,700 for the water cannon that's 4 gallons per minute, and the 7-gallon per minute Everflow pump I got for like $160 on Amazon. The hose reels were both around $160. Hoses vary in different prices, but you get what you pay for with hoses. So yeah, that's kind of my setup in a nutshell. It's pretty simple. I'm continuously upgrading. I'm about to put banjo fittings on everything because they're just so easy to work with, take off. You know, I'm trying to create a system to where I can connect both my 4 gallon per minute water cannon and my 8 gallon per minute to one tank, and just have a valve system that I turn on and off, rather than having to hook up, you know, and disconnect, all that kind of stuff. So there's always something you can be doing to upgrade your system, but that's kind of how I have my setup now. It's a very effective system. I feel like I can knock out most jobs with it. So, but I'll give you guys a quick walkthrough here in a little bit, and hope that gives you all a better understanding of my setup, gives you some motivation to grow your business and upgrade your equipment over time. So equipment is everything. So anyways, that's it. I will show you the truck here in a little bit. All right, guys, so before I show you the truck, I'm gonna show you an email that I just wrote. Just took a quick lunch here, caught up on some emails and things like that. But I'm gonna read you guys an email of what I'm sending to these schools. Okay, these are directors of maintenance, construction, operations, someone who kind of oversees, the operations of the school, the facilities, things of that nature. Okay, so this guy is his name is George. He is the director of operations for Tulsa Public Schools. Okay, this is what I said. I'll show you the email when I finish. I said, George, good afternoon. My name is Scott Lett, and I am the owner of Pro Exterior Cleaning, LLC. We are a local commercial power washing and soft washing company. During the summer months, we help school systems get the exterior surfaces of their schools cleaned and disinfected while the students are home. We have commercial grade hot water power washing machines and chemicals to provide the best cleaning for concrete, brick, stone, and other hard surfaces. For the more fragile surfaces like stucco, EIFS, vinyl, and painted surfaces, we have low pressure soft washing machines that provide the best cleaning. On most school buildings, there are EIFS or stucco. The north facing side will have black streaks, mold, or mildew on the surface. For Broken Arrow schools, we have performed a soft wash to remove all black, mold, and mildew from the surfaces of their schools. I have attached some pictures of our work below as well as our equipment. We are the exterior cleaning vendor for Broken Arrow Schools, City of Tulsa, the Tulsa Apartment Association, and we have also partnered with the Case & Associates group to clean some of their properties for the summer. We are licensed and bonded. We would love to become the exterior cleaning vendor for Tulsa Public Schools. I'm happy to come by and look at the properties that need to be cleaned this summer. Thank you for your time, and I'm looking forward to meeting you. Merry Christmas to you and your family. And I included a link to my Facebook page, and also included a YouTube link of some pictures and videos I put together for commercial work that I've done, and it shows Broken Arrow Schools in the back. And then I put my name, Pro Exterior Cleaning, residential, commercial, my number, and then I included some pictures. So so this is what my email looks like. Okay, that's what I just read you guys. You can see my links there. And then you scroll down, and then there are my pictures. I did a before and after some concrete, a school that I cleaned for Broken Arrow, and then my setup. And then there's my YouTube link. So this email is professional. It's gonna keep them interested. There's common ground here. They know about the black streaks, and they're gonna read Broken Arrow School System, City of Tulsa. They're gonna see that I've cleaned for some pretty big organizations here in Tulsa. I'm licensed and bonded. That's good. Oh, they got a Facebook page. Let's go check that out. Oh, he even has a YouTube page. Let's check that out. And then they're going to see the pictures. So there's a lot of things that's going to capture their attention and keep them engaged into the message that I'm sending them. So this is how I've been doing it, guys. And it's been working pretty well. So log out of there. But anyways, Just want to show you that. Show you guys that. All right, guys, I have Zeus backed into the garage here. Mainly because it's so windy, you wouldn't be able to hear me. I want to show y'all my little workstation over here. This is my backup tank, 275. Got extra hoses, all kinds of chemicals over here. My gas can. My backup pressure washer. This is my 3.3 gallon per minute Simpson. An extra hose reel, an old gun. My 20-inch surface cleaner, ladder rack, another ladder there. This box here has all kinds of tools and fittings. I mean, I have everything I need in here. So, you know, if something were to go down on my setup here, I can back it in and, you know, fix it. So I have a lot of backup hoses over there. That's 1/2-inch hose for my soft wash 12-volt system. But anyways, let's hop right in here. I'll have to get on my step ladder here so I can give you guys a bird's eye view. So let's start in the back. In the back over here, that's my 8 gallon per minute machine. This is a Honda GX690, 8 gallon per minute pump, general pump. It's fed. You can see the water line that goes in my 125 gallon tank there. I have a banjo fitting, which makes it easy to connect and disconnect. This is the surface cleaner I use with it. This is a 28-inch big guy surface cleaner. So yeah, those are my two most used machine and tool. So I have 200 feet of high pressure hose there on that hose reel. And let's move over here. So this is my 12-volt system. It's 150 feet of 1/2-inch hose. That's the clear line right there. There's my battery for my pump. There is my pump there, 7 gallon per minute pump. There is the feed line over to my 25 gallon tank. That's where I make my batches. This is a 13 gallon tank. I put straight 12.5 SH in there. And then I will downstream from here to there. When I use my 4 gallon per minute machine, the downstream houses. Go over here. I think my phone's about to die, guys, so I gotta hurry. So anyways, this is my hot water unit. It's a 4 gallon per minute cat pump here. This is the burner. You see two different gas reservoirs. That's for diesel, that's for just regular gas. This switch here controls how hot you want your water to be. I usually leave it on 250, you know, if I'm just spot cleaning, and I'll bump it down to about 150 whenever I'm consistently using it. So it's got a turnkey start, so that's nice. Got another little hose reel here for my garden hose. And yeah, that's it, guys. This is my setup in a nutshell. I kind of explained what I do with each machine in my other video. But if I ever wanted to surface clean with this machine, I use that surface cleaner there, the 20-inch. So, but yeah, when I get busy again doing gutters and things like that, I'll put my ladder rack on there. And another good thing too, guys, is, you know, I can back this in here and get all my machines out of the elements. And I have these heat lamps here. I can shine 2 lamps on that machine, and then I have some heat tape here. And I kind of just lay it on top of this machine here, and it'll keep it warm when it gets really cold. So that's it, guys. And this is a lift gate. So if I ever needed to get that heavy machine off, I can put it on this lift gate here, and it'll slowly, you know, let the gate down. I can work on it, then put it back up there. So, but yeah, guys, that's Big Zeus in a nutshell. He's gonna make a lot of money this year or next year. It's a better look at my 12-volt system there. That's my 7 gallon per minute pump. I got a pretty long feed line just because I want to be able to access my tank easy. I can just walk over here, you know. I do batch mixes. You know, I pour SH in there, add water, because like I said, I don't do a whole lot of roof washing. But once I get really busy with roof washing, you know, I probably will go ahead and buy a proportioner and all that kind of stuff. But for now, this system works just fine. I do a lot of flat work. So that's it, guys. That's my setup. Pretty pumped up about it. So just one more time, 8 gallon per minute machine, 4 gallon per minute. They both are fed from this tank here, direct drive, hot water pressure washer goes up 250 degrees. Big guy surface cleaner, 12 volt system, 125 gallon tank. But if I wanted to do a really big commercial job, I would put this on here, my 275, and that would just last a lot longer. So, all right, guys, Scott Lett Pro Exterior Cleaning. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next video.